can see, I have bought some books, and I thought I would share with you what books I have purchased the past 2 months maybe. Obviously I won't know what these are actually about, so I'll just like show you. I got this one. It might be good, it might suck, I don't know. So just an FYI, you know. But one of the first ones I got, well, I don't know when I got this. The Sun and the Flowers by Rupi Kaur. I'm sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. When I'm just flipping through here, it is a book with poems, but it's also got like chapters. I'm thinking there might be like a storyline throughout, like the poems, which I thought is really cool actually. Interesting to know if I'm right or if I'm just totally off and it's just a book with some poems in it with no like red thread or anything. I don't know. I got this one. Then I also have My Husband's Wife by Jane Corey. It looks like this, and just a beautiful blue ombre cover with some rings on it, and I'm guessing it's wedding rings, because as I can imagine, there's a couple who are married and the husband is cheating on the wife. So my husband's got a wife, like a side wife. I don't know. We'll see what this entails. It says here on the front, first comes love, then comes marriage, and then comes murder. So I don't know, maybe someone dies. That could be interesting. Like a plot twist, someone dies in a book. That never happens. Kind of looks like I just woke up, but I swear I didn't. It just the look I'm going for today, I guess. Is that better? I don't know. Next I have The Wisdom of Sundays, Life-Changing Insights and Inspirational Conversations by Oprah Winfrey. I think that's how her last name is pronounced, right? Oprah Winfrey, like Winfrey, that's how it's pronounced, I think. And it is filled with Oprah's aha moments and sparks of insights. That's what it says in the back. And they are, I'm assuming, some chapters written by other people, such as visionaries like Tony Robbins, Ariana Huffington, and Shonda Rhimes share their lessons in finding purpose. World-renowned teachers like Eckhart Tolle, Marianne Williamson, and Wayne Dyer explain our complex relationship with the ego and the healing powers of love and connection. And best-selling writers like Cheryl Strayed, Elizabeth Gilbert, and Elizabeth Lesser explore forgiveness and letting go, paired with more than 100 beautiful photographs, including many from Oprah's private property in California. The Wisdom of Sundays promises to be a timeless keepsake that will help readers awaken to life's wondrous possibilities. Sounds fun. No, it doesn't sound fun, but it sounds very interesting. And I know Oprah Winfrey is one of the most intelligent people out there, and I think this will be a very good book, and I will probably learn a thing or two about a thing or two, or think more about things that I haven't thought about before, if that makes sense. I will let you know what I think about this book and each and every one of the books that I've purchased as well, once I've read them, of course. Next we have, my hair is always getting in the front and I feel like it's better when it's in the back. Maybe I should cut it. The subtle art of not giving a counter initiative, is that how it's pronounced? Approach to Living a Good Life by Mark Manson. So I'm guessing this is a book where you learn how to not care about things, or to know or choose when to care and when not to care, I guess. That's my guess on what this book is about. I might be 100% off with everything, but I feel like it's more fun if I tell you what I think it's about and then I rate it, and we'll see if it's actually about what I think it's about. Like, you will see that in the review. Does that make sense? Like, how much do I judge a book by its title and the cover? Because I mean, it's just like an orangey red cover, like that's it, and then there's some letters and text on it. But I feel like that could be fun, so that's what I'm doing, and I'm guessing that's what this is about, to just know when to care, when to give enough and when not to give enough. I actually bought this next book because of a podcast that I've been listening to, which is How Little We Know by with James McVeigh and Brad Simpson, whom you might know from the band The Vamps. And they had an episode where they spoke to an author called Chris Lewis, who's written this book, Too Fast to Think, How to Reclaim Your Creativity in a Hyper-Connected Work Culture, which I think would be very interesting. They did talk about it a lot in the podcast, in the episode, so if you're interested about knowing what they thought about it, and it was Brad who had read the book, so he was the one to kind of like the lead in the episode, because like I said, he had read the book. I don't think James had read the book, I can't remember, I think it was like episode 2 or 3 we spoke about it, and just how to, like it says here, how to reclaim your creativity in a hyper-connected work culture. So I just thought that would be interesting to know more about this. So I'm thinking that this book will give me some advice on how I just take some time to myself and be creative, not stressed about everything. I don't know. I should know because I listened to the podcast, but I can't remember what they said in the podcast. So I'm just as clueless as anyone else who hasn't read the book. But that's what I'm thinking it is, just to know more about how to be creative and take time and kind of stay not connected in a highly connected world like social media. And next up we have 2 books by 2 or I guess 3 different YouTubers, and both of them are health type of books. The first one is Eat Smart by Naomi Smart, and here she has some recipes for breakfast, lunch, dinner, snacks, sides, drinks, desserts, pretty much everything. They are plant-based because she's a vegan. I just thought this would be very interesting, and I am interested in vegan diet. I am myself a vegetarian, not 100% vegetarian because I still eat eggs, like free range eggs, and I still eat dairy products, but otherwise I don't eat any meat. I don't eat like any animals for reasons we can have in another video. But I've always thought that vegan diet seems quite, not scary, but difficult to just get everything in, and it's mostly because I don't have the knowledge about everything, like how nutritious everything is and what to eat, like what's nutritious, what kind of nutrients are there in this product, and etc, etc. So I thought this would be very good, and she's very knowledgeable. I have watched her channel, she's amazing, I feel like, and she has some very tasty recipes, even like some list of spices and herbs. What else? Exotic superfoods, everyday superfoods, such as blueberries, kale, sweet potato, garlic. Like there's so much in this book, and I feel like I can learn a lot from this book, and I am very interested. And I'm also thinking that this will be a good book to bring with me to London once I move there, because she's British and she lives in London. So I know that everything that she has, like every ingredient she has in her recipes, I will find in London, so that's good. And I know I can't find everything in Sweden, so it's very good. I'm saying so much. The next book by a YouTuber, or YouTubers because they are a duo, is called Eat Well, Move Better and Feel Awesome, with 60 recipes and 30 workouts. And this book is by John Chapman and Leon Bustin, aka The Lean Machines on YouTube. So it's just like they said, there's 60 recipes and 30 workouts. And just with Naomi's book, I felt like this would be a good one to bring with me to London, because I don't think I can afford to have a gym membership in London, because from what I've seen, it's very expensive, of course depending on where you're going, but where I've looked it's quite expensive. So I thought that their home workouts would be perfect for me, and that's basically what I'll be thinking. And I trust these guys. I've watched their YouTube channel for a very long time, so I trust them. I think they're really great, and even their channel is very, very good, very educational and inspiring, and I like it because they're very honest as well. Thumbs up for that. I have one last book, and it is a Swedish book, and it is called Omgiven av idioter, hur man förstår dem som inte går att förstå, av Thomas Eriksson, or in translation, Surrounded by Idiots, how to understand them whom cannot be understood, or who cannot be understood, by Thomas Eriksson. And so I know that Thomas is a behavior analysis, like he knows about behavior and why people act the way they do. He has some explanations why people act the way they do, or why people say things the way they do, and I feel like knowing that can help me get better to communicate with other people and not just shut down like this person is impossible to communicate with, this person is impossible to talk to, and instead of that I understand why this person is speaking the way they do, or a possible reason why they are, and I can communicate in a different way so that they understand me better, and hopefully that I will understand them better. That's what I'm thinking this is. The different colors here, red, yellow, green and blue, are different personality types. I've read about this before, not read this book, but I know about this before, kind of, like I can recognize it, and I'm guessing that he's written about these different colors and like personality traits that these colors have in the book, and why they do what they do, and how they are, what kind of people they are. That's what I'm thinking, and hopefully I'll have some tips on how to communicate better with different personalities, such as these colors right here. I feel like it could be interesting, so I bought it, and now I have it, so I'm gonna read it. Right now I am reading Too Fast to Think by Chris Lewis, but I might start reading this one as well, so the next review might be of this one instead of Too Fast to Think. But we will see what happens. Anyway, that is all I have for you this week. I will see you again on Friday with another mental health, mental illness type of video. Not sure exactly what I'm going to talk about there, so please do leave a comment what you want me to do, and also leave a comment on if you have read any of these books, and if you have, what did you think about them without spoilers, please. Give it a thumbs up, and I will see you on Friday. Thank you so much for watching, and yeah, bye.